Hey YouTubers, Linda here. Wanted to make a quick video to address something that's been happening. I've been getting comments about the blog talk shows, about people that I've had on the blog talk shows, about Facebook comments, things I posted on the Wing site, you name it, I've gotten comments on it, criticizing things that I've said, people I've had on the show, theology, doctrine, all that kind of stuff. Any of you that know me know I do not debate doctrine or theology. I will not. I don't feel that I know everything. I think the only person who did know everything was Jesus. And I don't think anybody has it completely right but him. And until I think I'm Jesus, I won't debate that with you. I won't do it. I think that anyone who thinks they know everything is being very prideful. And they really seriously need to check themselves for the spirit of pride, because that's exactly how it acts. And it's the spirit of pride that will make us think that we're always right and somebody else is wrong, and that they need our help and they need our correction and all that. If we go around trying to correct people all the time, what that does is that sends a message that you're smarter than them, that they're not able to receive a word or correction from God for themselves, and that you think they're too ignorant to figure it out. God does correct me by speaking to me. He will correct me through other people. If I have a pastor, he will correct me through a pastor. If I have a husband, he will correct me through a husband. In the absence of those, he will correct me through a mentor. But he will not correct me through people on the internet that I have never even met, because he knows I will not receive that. Because I'm very cautious about that. The Lord knows who you will receive correction from and who you won't. And I pray continually, Lord, if I need to be corrected, correct me, tell me, or have my mentor tell me, or the person I consider to be my mentor to tell me. He will not correct me through anyone else, because he knows that I'll just keep praying and asking if I need to be corrected. I would ask that if you think that I'm wrong or I'm doing something wrong, I would ask that you pray for me. I pray for other people I think are doing something wrong. We are supposed to pray for each other in love. But I ask that you would not email me criticizing emails. That's very discouraging, y'all. It discourages other believers when we criticize them. You know, anybody who's trying to stand for God or preach the gospel, they're getting attacked enough without having people they consider to be their friends attack them. We need to pray for people, and we need to try to encourage and lift each other up. We don't need to criticize. And we don't need to think that we know everything and we can correct them. We just need to pray for God to show them, or to correct them through the whoever the people are they will receive correction through, because it's not going to be everybody. It's certainly, I mean, maybe some people will receive correction from people they've never met, but I'm not one of those people. It's too easy to get a false word. It's too easy to just listen to just anybody, and the next thing you know, you're off the path. And you just can't do that. And I apologize if this offends anybody. And if you want to unfriend me, unsubscribe, whatever, I will not be offended at you. I refuse to get offended at you, because that's the devil's trap. That's the bait of Satan, and I'm not taking it. Sometimes I unsubscribe to people just because I don't watch their videos anymore. Feel free. If you want to unsubscribe or unfriend me, or, block me on Facebook, I don't care. That I'm not here for that. I'm not here for the numbers. I am here only to share what I can about the glory of God and the salvation of Jesus in the only way that I know how. And I am not perfect. My theology is not perfect. I'm sure I miss it on a lot of things. And I'm sure when I get to heaven that, I'll just stand there and go, wow, boy, did I have that wrong. I do the best I can. And other people do the best that they can. And I'll tell you something. And especially as it relates to people that I have on the show, we can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. They're not perfect. You're not perfect either. You know what? They may have a lot of stuff right that's worth listening to. in regard to my blog talk show, because it's not always just words that I have, in regard to my blog talk show, I pray about who to have on the show. The Lord sometimes just speaks to me and says, get that person on the show. And I don't check out every single thing they believe in. If I've heard from Him, I just go with it. And I believe that my listeners are close enough to Christ and discerning enough that they can discern what is right from what is wrong for themselves. The Bible says, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. I believe that we have to discern. We have to check the spirits, each person for themselves. And I don't go through this long, 3-week interview process or anything before I put somebody on my blog talk show. I'd never get any shows produced if I did that. And I might disqualify myself if I did that. I don't have any qualifications. I don't even know what some of my theology is on some things yet. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. So I just want to say, I don't know everything. And I'm not perfect. My theology's not perfect. And my behavior's not perfect. I'm doing the best I can. And I just wanted to say that, I'm not going to answer emails like that. I'm not going to answer them anymore. I'm not going to defend myself, especially to people I've never met. If my family questioned me, I'd probably answer their emails. But I just don't feel the need to do that. I ask the Lord before I do something. I believe that I've heard from Him if I do it. If I'm wrong, He's well able to correct me. But He's not going to send me a correcting word through someone I've never met, because He knows I won't receive that. And it's not because there's anything wrong with the person sending it. They may even be right. It is because that is just, I'm very cautious by nature, and I have a very tight inner circle, and there's not very many people in it. And time has taught me, and experience has taught me, that there never will be very many people in my inner circle, because so many people will turn on you. And it's so, unexpectedly. And it's so painful to go through. I just don't let very many people in. But I just ask, if you think that I'm in error, I thank you for your concern, and I ask that you would pray for me, that the Lord would show me, and that He would show me through someone that I will receive it through. Because it's not that you're not my friend. If you're one of the people who sent me those emails, it's not that I don't care about your salvation and your welfare and all of that. And I thank you that you're concerned enough to take the time to write the email. It's the fact that, everybody will receive words through certain people. And I just won't receive them just through anybody. Because experience has taught me not to do that. It's just not a wise thing to do. You can't just receive a word from just anybody, because you'll get a lot of wrong words if you do that. God places people in your life specifically for that purpose, I believe. And He will use them. If you're open to being corrected, which I am, very open to being corrected. I pray daily, Lord, if I'm missing it somewhere, if I'm wrong, if I'm in sin somewhere and I don't see it, please show me, please tell me, please correct me, don't let me stay that way. I'm constantly praying that. I pray before every video I make. I pray over every blog talk show I do. I pray over every word that I post on Wings. I'm not just out here carelessly throwing this stuff out, you guys. I don't do that. I care. I care enough to spend my time doing this. I care. And it really bothers me that people will send such discouraging emails. I don't think we need to discourage each other. I think we need to lift each other up. I think we need to encourage each other, and I think that we need to pray for people that we think are wrong. There's many times I watch somebody's video or listen to their blog talk show or read a word on the internet, and I'll feel that it's wrong. I don't send them some email going, hey, guess what, you're wrong, you need to, do whatever. I just pray for them and say, Lord, help them. And if I'm wrong, help me. That's always part of my prayer. Lord, in case I'm wrong and I think I'm right, help me. We can't go around thinking that we know everything. We can't go around thinking that we're so smart and so wise and so learned and so studied that we can correct everyone else. Because you'll end up doing the devil's work. You'll end up just spreading strife and discouragement. And the times are coming. I don't think we need any more discouragement. the world's going to give us plenty. If they do now, it's going to get worse than that. So I think we need to focus on lifting each other up. I just wanted to say that. I'm not perfect, you guys. I'm sorry if you thought I was. And I hope I never did anything to make you think that I thought I was, because I know better. If you think I'm wrong, just please pray for me. But please don't send me any more of those emails. Those are so discouraging. And I'm constantly dealing with, attacks of the enemy in one area or another because of the people that I try to help. I really don't need that. And your time would be so much better spent praying.